Welcome to the Sikkim 365 Baylor Basketball Postgame Show. Here's your host, Ashley Hodge.
This is Ashley Hodge coming to you after Baylor's 79-62 win over Oklahoma. Oklahoma Sooners are no longer going to play the Baylor Bears in Waco anytime soon. Maybe a non-conference game, but we sent them off to the SEC in good measure. A nice little comfortable win for the Bears. The Bears really had things firing on offense tonight. 1.36 points per possession. That's terrific. They score 79. And what was really a low possession game, but they shoot 57% from two-point shots. They shoot 52% from three, 75% from the line, 16 assists, 5 turnovers. We got Walker Saunders on the board. Walker, do you think they might have worked on their turnover issues after that Kansas game? It seems like that was an emphasis tonight, is to not turn the ball over.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you see the numbers change. And, I mean, obviously without Langston Love, it's a big factor.
Right.
But, I mean, you see Jaden Nunn and Ray J handle the ball like that. And
yeah.
Different story.
Yeah, they did a really good job taking care of the ball. Ray J was terrific. 8 assists, 1 turnover. He played a really good floor game. I thought, Jaden Nunn was the star of the game. Obviously, 27 points, probably a career high. I'd have to go look. Did they say that on the telecast? That was a career high? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'd have to go look through his game log to see if that was career high. But I mean, you talk about an efficient game. 173 offensive rating, really good on defense too. Like 3 steals, no turnovers. He's 6 for 9 from 3. He's 2 for 3 from the 2-point range. Took it to the hole, got to the line, 5 for 6 from the free throw line. You love all of that. I mean, it's a terrific game from him. And if he plays like that, the Bears are going to go places. I thought Jacoby Walter played well. He's still struggling with his shot a little bit. But he drove the ball. He looked good on that 1-3 that he made. He had a couple nice mid-range jumpers. I think he ends up with 6 rebounds. 1 assist, no turnovers. I loved his effort. He's really doing a good job on the glass. So yeah, I think it was our leading rebounder tonight. The Sooners out rebound Baylor. The Bears only get 24 rebounds. Sooners get 26, but that's about the only stat that the Sooners had the advantage on. Otherwise, the Bears were really good. The zone was very active. They held the Sooners to 62 points. That's great. Just 7 for 21 from 3. You'll live with that all day long. The free throw defense wasn't very good. Sooners make 81% of their free throws, but 12 assists, 12 turnovers. So they forced 12 turnovers. Those are all good numbers. 254-339-1122 is the number. We have a call ready for us, Walker?
Yes, we have one caller ready.
Oh, sweet.
This is Gavin Vanderhead from Houston, Texas.
Gavin.
Oh, never mind. He hung up. My mistake.
Gavin's gone. All right, 254-339-1122. Call-in shows are better with calls. Give us a call. I do have a bunch of questions for Miro when he gets here. He's on his way. He'll be here soon. Miro Little is going to be our guest tonight. Very charismatic. I think everyone will enjoy hearing from him. Any other observations, Walker? What stood out to you about tonight as you watched the game?
I mean, obviously – you kind of touched on the Jacoby Walter situation, but one thing that mainly stood out to me with his game is, as you see people coming in and they tell how hard the Big 12 is, and you can kind of see him getting a little bit more physical, getting down in there, and you've seen that with him getting lots of rebounds per games.
Yep.
So, you start to see that a lot more, and it's good to see him kind of get adjusted to that Big 12 physicality.
Yeah. Eve was pretty efficient tonight, 12 points. Only 1 rebound. We like more rebounds than that. But he doesn't turn the ball over. He's really good with the ball. Looks good from the free throw line. That's all good stuff. Josh contributes 2 points, no rebounds, 2 assists though. And Caleb, came in, gave us some good efforts. Three rebounds. Miro was good in his limited minutes. He'll be here in a second. We can talk about his last 2 games and just the season in general. And then, of course, we got to talk about Austin Sachs. Our man, Austin Sachs, gets in there. They're trying to get him a shot. Shot clock's running down. He shoots a step-back 3, drains it. That was a big moment. Good to see Austin. I mean, he's obviously scored in games before, but this, I think, would probably be his first time to score in a Big 12 game. So that was an awesome moment. Teammates went crazy. Crowd was good tonight. Once Baylor built that big lead, some people got on the road and left once that, it was like 17 or so at the 4-minute mark. But when it needed to be, I thought the crowd gave good energy. Did it come across on TV as pretty?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Good.
Definitely.
Yeah. Man, what a difference this environment is. I mean, these midweek games in the Farrell Center just were such an energy drain, and now it's like the players, they get an energy lift when you play in Waco. So just continue to have rave reviews of Foster Pavilion. I hope we never take it for granted. Great, potentially one of the best atmospheres in college basketball, and we got the coaching staff, we got the team that's going to deliver on the court. So a lot of fun. We got a call.
Yeah, so Gavin is back from Houston, Texas.
Thanks, Gavin, for calling in.
Hey, this is Gavin Vanderhouder. How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing great. This is, we just left the stadium. It's really nice to see us close out a game. Typically earlier in the season, I feel like they would have turned that around and made it a single-digit win or, a close game. But, we pulled it away, which is awesome.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, it was you build that halftime lead, and so many games this year we've struggled to put teams away. But, they did a good job today of just keeping their foot on OU's throat, so to speak. And you're down Langston Love. I think all Baylor fans were probably a little worried about that at tip-off. I mean, you kind of feel like you're playing with house money against Kansas, but against OU, a team that's, coming into this game was 18-6. They're a good team, and you just make it look easy. So just a terrific win.
And cutting down those turnovers from 21 to 5.
Yeah.
Look, we're making adjustments here.
Right.
We're rocking with momentum. Let's keep it going. We're going on the road. We're getting Langston back. Come on.
I love it. All right, yeah, let's go. Let's win 2 on the road. Let's go to West Virginia, a game we'll be favored in. They're kind of they're definitely down. They don't have much to play for, So then you got to go to BYU. That's going to be a tough place to get a win, but I think the Bears are capable of going there and getting that W. And then of course you got some big games at home. You got Houston that next Saturday, so nice little stretch for the Bears. And I think they're starting to hit their stride. They're playing pretty good basketball this last 5 games, absent the 21 turnovers at Kansas, which was pretty bad. But other than that, you got to like what you're seeing from the Bears.
Oh yeah, and we've got that Saturday, Houston at home,
Yep.
Circled on the calendar books. We're coming for them. We're coming for LJ, and we're going for the throats. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun atmosphere. No doubt. Hey, Gavin, thank you for the call. Appreciate you calling in.
All right. Love you all. Peace, love, and happiness.
I love you too. I will talk about, while we're waiting on Miro, he'll be here any second. I played pickup basketball. You play any pickup basketball, Walker?
A little bit.
You go to Slick. Where do you play?
Intramurals just ended.
Okay.
Or at least for my team. But yeah,
What's your game
mainly
like?
the Slick.
Wait, are you an outside shooter? Are you a driver?
Mainly outside, but
Yeah.
I can do a little bit of everything
Okay.
if it's just the right day.
So I was playing with a group of guys in Waco, great guys, a lot of them on the message board. And I had to cover Juicy Landrum. So she was a player. You probably don't know that name, do you? She graduated in 2020. I think she holds the single game record for most threes made in a game at Baylor on the women's side, 14. She made 14 threes in a game. So I'm out there trying to get a hand up and contest shots, and she was a tough cover, man. She's playing pro ball in London. She's got some quickness. She got a nice crossover. She can hit threes. You can't give her any space, but then you crowd up on her. She can go by you. She uses picks well. That was fun. A good group of people. So anyway, for the Baylor fans listening, might remember Juicy Landrum. Shout out to Juicy Landrum. She's a baller. We got another call. Let's go.
All right, we have a caller, Andrew Keller, to talk about Austin Sachs.
All right, Andrew. Welcome to the Postgame Call-In Show. Ashley Hodge, Miro Little will be joining us shortly.
And then that was just awesome. I was so happy to see Austin go out in that court.
Yes.
When Scott Drew got him with the get his jersey on, got his T-shirt off, that was just awesome. I mean, the environment in Foster is something else.
Yeah. And I mean, it's one thing to hit an open shot. Shot clock running down. Everybody knows they're running a play for you. The guy that's covering them doesn't want to be scored on, but, he hits a nice little step back three. I mean, that was amazing. I can't wait to watch that on video. I had advantage.
Yeah,
He was on my side of the court when he hit that shot, but I want to see that on TV.
I mean, he's 100% from three in Big 12 play now, so probably one of the top shooters out there.
You can't beat 100%. There's no question about that. Yeah, I mean,
No,
a lot of people. I think Walker
I gotta
said.
say, at one other point in the game too, I looked up at the scoreboard, and of the 5 guys on our field, I think it was Walter, Nunn, and Bridges combined for more points than Oklahoma.
Wow,
that was something pretty incredible.
Yeah, Jaden Nunn had one for the ages, man. He really shot the ball well, and only one of his shots that I can remember didn't look good. Like, he really had good form tonight and was aggressive. I love that he was, made the right basketball play every single time. That was super encouraging. I came away tonight thinking, if he plays like this team's going to do some major damage in postseason.
I hope so.
Yep.
Better for everyone.
Good thoughts. Thank you for calling in. What'd you think? Yeah, what'd you think of the whistle, Walker? I thought Baylor got a pretty good whistle tonight.
Oh yeah, agreed. I mean, there were a couple times where you could hear it on TV where you hear a slap or something, and couple makeup calls.
Yeah, and they were given. I thought a couple drives. I love that Jaden does this. He drove it into the teeth of the defense. Probably could have let it go, but they call fouls. Another time, Jacoby Walter got a foul that maybe not. I love that it's a same side of the steakhouse. All right, let me. Yes, it's on the same side of the steakhouse, right? The boulevard. Yes, but past it. I'm giving Miro directions here. Okay. Good. Makes for good, entertainment while we're actually doing a live show. So where was I going with that? What was my thought before that?
The ref's whistle.
The ref's whistle. Yeah. So early in the game, Darren George, ranked number 94 on Ken Palm's referee ratings. Kip Kissinger is a great ref. Brooks Wells is a good ref. So, Darren, there's one play where their big guy shot the ball. It hit underneath the backboard. They called a foul. And then there was one right after that where they called another foul that I thought was a block by Jacoby Walter.
Yeah.
Did it look like a block on television?
It was like bang bang, and he went under the rim and Jacoby blocked it. There was no contact on the man.
Okay. I thought so. That's the way it looked in live. But other than that, after that, I thought the whistle went in Baylor's favor. I had a favorable impression of the officiating, which is not always the case in Foster, as we saw for the Iowa State game. But overall, just a great outcome for the Bears, and I think they're going to be feeling good about themselves headed to Morgantown later this week. Any other calls waiting?
We have one more caller.
All right.
Jeff Taylor talking about the new lineup that we saw tonight.
Hey, what's going on, Jeff? How you doing?
Ashley, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for calling in.
Good. Okay. There's a very astute poster on the boards that has been pleading for a little bit more of a rugged lineup with Caleb and Jalen on the court at the same time.
Yeah.
Clearly, Drew has been prowling the boards because I think for the first time that lineup has reared its lovely head tonight, and I thought it looked really good. Just to tighten up defensive rebounding and just toughness, physical. Because, man, Big 12, they may not have a bunch of 7-footers, but they have thick 6'8", 6'9" guys all over the place, and so I like that lineup, getting Caleb in there along with Misi and Jaleb for a front line. What do you think?
And so I remember, and I think Ray J was out when they ran that lineup too. Maybe Jacoby and Jaden Nunn in the game, or maybe Jaden and
No,
Miro.
I don't think Jacoby. I think like basically Jalen moved to Jacoby's spot.
Okay, and then Ray J and Jaden were in there.
I felt like and maybe Miro was actually in there
right.
a little bit of the time, the first half too. But anyway, I thought they looked sturdy, forced some turn. I mean, maybe coincidence, but forced some turnovers.
Right.
Oh, you didn't get any second chances from that on the offensive rebounding side. So I thought it looked good. I think it needs to be 5, 7, 8 minutes a game of Jalen and Loner in at the same time.
Yeah, I like the idea. And I mean, I thought the zone was pretty active. There was stretches there where, they got a couple open threes. But I mean, we hold their leading scorer, Javion McCollum, to 9 points. Everybody in their starting lineups, and nobody gets double figures. Soares comes off the bench and scores 17. He was good, but other than him, I mean, they really frustrated Oklahoma on the. The defense was active, 9 steals. That's really good. Forced 12 turnovers. I mean, were you happy with the defensive effort overall?
Yeah. The problem is I have watched 0 OU. And so I don't know if because there were open threes that were taken that they missed. I don't know if it's like, hey, that's good scouting. Those are the guys you want to shoot or not. But, the zone kind of doesn't pass the eye test compared to that defense we saw from Kansas. It looks a little more passive. In Iowa State is so intense and Tech. So it was successful. I'm just not sure if it's going to be successful against the top third of the conference on a regular basis.
Right.
I mean, for a few minutes, you bet. I can't fathom, that working for, an entire half or, 60 or 70% of the game. But maybe it will. But, but I'll take the win tonight, and that was pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, it sure was. I kind of feel like Iowa State may be in the driver's seat to win this league right now. They got 3 away games left. Houston. Okay, let's assume they lose Houston. But they play at UCF. They play at Kansas State. And then they got 4 home games. So they're 8-3 in the league, and they're projected to be 13-5. I know Houston's also projected to be 13-5 by Ken Palm. But as I was talking to Corbett Roberts during the game, we need, if it any way possible, to get the 2nd seed, because I think it's a double bye situation this year. So they start the games in the Big 12 tournament on Tuesdays, and then they play the next round on Wednesday, and then the 1 and 2 seeds don't play till Thursday. Is that right, Walker? Does that sound right?
I believe that's right.
Yeah. Okay. So somebody can fact check us out there, but yeah, right now, Houston and Iowa State look like they're in the driver's seat. Here's Miro Little. You're good. Hey, grab a headset. Talk as close to the microphone as you can. We'll have calls coming in here hopefully, but I have a ton of questions for you if we don't have calls. Do we have any calls waiting right now? 254-339-1122. Miro Little's here. Hey, Miro, thanks for joining us. So let me go through these questions. I got a bunch of questions about your season so far, and just some message board Q&A. All right, so Scotty B asks, what's your advice to new players coming into the Big 12? Like, how has it been as far as what you expected? Is it way more physical than you expected? I mean, you played FIBA ball, so that's pretty physical.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, it's a lot physical than I thought.
Right.
More physical than I thought. But, of course, that's that experience from FIBA and the World Cup and Eurobasket and stuff like that helps a lot. And knowing then, when you coming into the Big 12, that there's no bye games. There's no easy nights. And we played really well today. When I say we won by a lot, but, there's no easy games in the Big 12, so you got to be ready every night.
The offense was efficient. I would suspect there may have been a thing or two said about turnovers in
Yes,
practice.
sir. Yeah,
You didn't have any in Kansas, but the rest of the team had a bunch at Allen Fieldhouse. I mean, was that a big emphasis in practice? Obviously, being strong with the ball.
Yeah, that was a big emphasis, and just having two hands on the ball and catching everything with two hands and taking care of the most precious thing there is on the basketball court.
Right. Yeah. Well, it showed, and I mean, when we don't turn the ball over, we're really terrific offensively. We got a call, Walker.
Yes, we have a call. This is Eric, and he wants to talk about just the effort in the Kansas game.
Yeah. Hey, Eric, welcome to the postgame show with Ashley Hodge and Miro Little.
Hey, how's it going?
Great.
Doing good.
Yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out for you. I was watching that game. I think there was a lot of things to improve on. Very proud of how y'all kept fighting towards the end at Allen Fieldhouse, and I just love that effort. I know you got called for the foul on that, but I think that's right when the game started to switch over, right when you got that foul call and you hit the deck, and I really appreciate that effort.
Oh, diving on the floor for the loose ball is what you're talking about. Yeah, and that's definitely not a foul. That's a ridiculous call because you were the first one to touch the ball, right?
Something happens. Nobody's perfect.
No.
Nobody's perfect. No, but I'm saying appreciate it though. Like, I feel like that's my main focus right now, just coming in and bringing a ton of energy and just making the hustle plays and making the right play on the offensive end, playing defense hard and trying to get every rebound I can. And so making the little things right. That's how I feel going into the games, making sure I do the small things right.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, good comment. Anything else you want to say?
No, just let's just keep this momentum going in and see how we can do. And I just love how the team's getting together, and I know that we're just going to continue to improve.
Yep, love it.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, so I had somebody, a couple guys from Georgia that were watching the game with me today, Miro, and one of them that hadn't watched any Baylor basketball just said, "Man, I love how Ray J and Miro, like, just the positive energy. Like, he noticed, like, you dapping up teammates, cheering on the bench, like, the encouragement, the body language. Like, he particularly pointed you two out. I mean, we have a good culture in general. Everybody's pretty good about that. But I mean, as point guards, that's a huge deal. So people are noticing that. Just want to make that comment.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second question. Any more calls? Waiting, Walker, right now.
We do have one more call.
All right, let's roll.
It's from T-Rex.
Okay, T-Rex, what's going on?
This guy.
Oh no! Don't feed his ego. Don't feed his ego.
Hey, I don't know. You might have not realized this stat, or you might have said at the very beginning of the show, Ashley. But that is 13 of the last 15 games against Oklahoma have seen the green and gold. How they say. Oh, I better not say what I want to say. This is there's probably kids listening. It's a win. All right, we'll put it at that.
Kind of sounds like the Texas
FCC
series.
Find you.
We've been dominating. We got to return the favor.
I stopped counting. I was looking at it on the way after I left the arena. I had to stop. I could only count so high. I did go to La Vega, so maybe it's better than 13 or 15. I don't know, but that's pretty good. And that's actually the first regular season, or we haven't lost a regular season game. I mean, since like 2018. So
yeah.
Basically, enjoy the SEC, Oklahoma. Enough about those losers. Hey, I just want to say, keep it up, Miro. Keep it up, Bears. Keep it, all the guys. Keep doing that crazy, energetic teammate that you are. That contagious energy. Keep that up. That's what we need, especially on Saturday. Like the previous caller said, you could kind of see that. We were right there, but that's the stuff that lights the spark when you need it. And I will see you in Morgantown on Saturday, baby.
Oh, nice.
Come on to Morgantown. Sick 'em.
I like that.
I'll be there too. All right, Falcon Bear, Big 12 or FIBA? Which one's tougher?
Man, I feel like Big 12, you got to be more like focused every game.
Right.
Like in FIBA, you know that you can go in and beat some teams by a lot.
Right.
So it's a little easier approach, but
you're playing against grown men.
Playing against
FIBA.
grown men,
Right.
I want to say like when they're like playing against Serbia, Croatia, Spain, Japan, every team's like Australia.
Right.
Those games are tough. I want to say like those exact games are a little bit harder in my opinion because it's more physical. It's grown man with like grown man knowledge and playing IQ and more years than I've probably been alive of basketball experience. So I feel like those games are a little bit harder in a way, but these games are more important every time you step on the court.
Right.
So
Yeah.
there's no bye games. I still want to say that.
Yeah. Walker, we have any calls in the hopper right now?
Yeah, we have 3 more.
Okay, let's roll through them.
This is a caller from Dallas, Texas.
Welcome to the postgame show. Ashley, Hodge, Miro, Little.
Yeah, hey Ashley, this is Sean,
Hey.
Eric, and got a couple friends here in the car with me. Miro, just wanted to let you know we do appreciate you as a freshman being so vocal and just a great teammate on the sideline. I'm sure that's already been mentioned. I haven't really gotten to listen. But I have a quick 2-part question. Number one, have you ever been around a bigger cult than you were in Lawrence, Kansas on Saturday? One that even causes referees to become delusional and make calls. The second part of the question is, in playing overseas and all the different places you've been, have you ever been in an environment that loud and intense, other than of course Foster Pavilion? So those are my questions.
The first question, it get like that. There's places that is really tough to play at, and
Is that the best atmosphere we've had so far? Is like just as far as crowd noise?
at crowd noise, like for our team, yeah. But
Yeah,
I wanna
on the
say,
road.
On the road, yes.
Yeah.
But I want to say the crazy experience where I ever had was playing against Japan in Japan.
Yeah.
this summer.
Oh yeah.
And we were up 15, 18 points, and
Right.
they started draining threes. Feel like they made every shot they pretty
Yeah.
much did, and they came back and beat us by like 3 points.
The kid is at Nebraska. He's not a kid.
He's really good. He's really good. Like if he gets a shot out, I feel like he's going on every time.
Right.
But that game was probably the craziest game I ever been a part. It was
You're on
one
their
of those
home turf.
Yeah,
right.
It was actually. It started like, excuse me, your head started to hurt after that game. I'm just being completely honest.
Interesting. And then what was the second part of that question? As far as what is he's gone. Okay. All right. We'll move on. Thanks, Sean, for the call.
Appreciate you.
Next call.
All right. This is someone talking about Juicy Morgantown.
Juicy Morgantown. All right. You're next up on the post-game college show with Ashley Hodge and Miro Little.
How we doing, guys?
Good.
We're doing great.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. Hey, great win tonight, guys. Love the way your team's, I think we're gelling. We've had some struggles, but we're playing consistent. The Kansas loss was tough, but I just love the effort, the way you executed, missed a couple shots here and there, but, that carried over to this game, and I really enjoyed seeing y'all play this year. I would say bye to Oklahoma. Probably never play you again. Definitely never play you in football again, but hopefully we'll play in something one day. We'll see in the tournament. My question for Miro, I'd like to know, in your opinion, what is the team – what has changed over since the couple losses we had in conference to now? What has improved, and what are the couple things you think the team still has a few things we need to work on headed into March? And follow-up question is, not really a question, but definitely a comment. West Virginia has just lost 3 straight, but do not take these guys lightly. Morgantown's crazy. It's not as crazy as Lawrence, but it is nuts. They beat Kansas at home. They beat Texas at home. So do not take them lightly this weekend. I'll see you there. I'm making T-Rex ride in the back of the truck for the 3-hour drive there. But look forward to seeing y'all. But definitely, I would love to get your opinion on what's changed and what do y'all still think y'all should be improving and going into March. And I'll listen after. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Appreciate
questions.
you. I want to say what changed. That's the biggest thing is like going into games, never basically knowing exactly if our shot is going to fall, like 3-pointers are going to fall, or having a bad day at the free throw line, or like we had at Kansas, like a lot of turnovers. I feel like the best part of our team right now is that we going to figure it out no matter what. Like if our shot is not falling, we're going to get to the free throw line. We're going to get to the basket
Right.
and get layups. We going to find a way to keep ourselves in the game and just give us a chance to win the game every time. That's something I really like about us. And going to West V, I know it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a crazy game, and I'm more than excited about it. Like going to compete. Every game in the Big 12 is like you must win in a way. So I'm excited. And like Coach Drew was talking to us today about every game is a ring game.
Right.
If you want to win to get the Big 12 championship,
Yeah.
you gotta really focus on every game.
Yeah, we were talking about that right now. I mean, Iowa State and Houston are in the driver's seat, but I mean, we got Houston at home and a chance to knock them off, and then we can't control what Iowa State does, but they have to go to Houston. So I mean, there's some tough games on their schedule, but yeah, I mean, I think if we can get to 12-6 or 13-5, we have a really good shot to win the league. The Kansas game. Coming out of the turn, we knew the Kansas game was going to probably be the hardest one, that road game, but no road games are easy. I mean, BYU is going to be a major test, West Virginia, and then we got Tech and TCU too. So we got some tough games ahead. But hey, one at a time, like you said, and good call, good comments. We got another call waiting, Walker.
Yes, we do. This is a caller from Houston, Texas.
Hey, welcome to the Postgame Call and Show with Ashley, Hodge, and Miro Little.
Hey, Ashley and Miro, it's Marlon on the board.
Yeah. Hey, man, thanks for calling in.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going? Hey, Miro, I just wanted to say, man, I'm really proud of the way you've stepped up these last two games with Love being out. And I think you've really given us some solid minutes. And kind of walk us through, how do you stay mentally prepared to step up and do that and come in and just really play good ball when somebody goes down like that?
I'm going to say, like, having the consistency in our work, like knowing that you put the work in, you got the shots up, and just being consistent, because at the end of the day, you never know what happens on the basketball court, and you just always got to be ready. And I got that mindset pretty quickly and understood what it needs to be done to stay ready and be ready, like in game shape also. Like, so that's probably the biggest thing. So getting your reps up and getting your work in when, like, nobody's looking, and when the chance comes, and you just got to be ready and go out there and play the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're a highly touted guy, but so many people rush the process, and I mean, I've just found in life, like, the actual process is way better than the destination. It's a cliche. You've heard that before, I'm sure.
But it's actually
but it's true.
Yeah,
like,
really true.
I mean, do you love practice? Do you love just spending time with your teammates and the camaraderie that you get from? I mean, it seems like we got a great culture, guys that get along. Has that been your experience?
Oh, that is 100% true. There is no thing like being around the guys like 24/7, almost going to class with the guys, like going to practice with the guys, like just going, like being at the home with the guys, and it's like like everybody on the team is really your brothers at the end of the day,
right?
And the love that everybody has for each other on the team is like untouchable, and I feel like our team chemistry is like one of the best things that I ever had, like being on the basketball team.
Yeah, that's good.
Because everybody gets
but by the end of February, some teams check out mentally, and I mean if you're connected, and I mean that's we got opportunity to just play our best basketball when it matters, and if you like each other, that's a huge deal.
Yeah,
I know Scott Drew said that a lot.
Yeah, I feel like we getting like even tighter every day. That's the crazy thing. Like on these trips and like day to day life, I feel like every day we getting a little bit tighter, just a little bit.
Did Jeremy Sohan speak to you guys before the game? Did he? Or you saw him at the game? Didn't you?
Yeah, Jeremy, my guy. He said a few words after the game, and he's not like he didn't want to talk too much.
Right.
He's a goofball though.
Right.
He wasn't talking too much, but he said a few words, and we'll keep the words what he said in the locker room. But I think that's inappropriate to say on camera and on the chat, but. Man, I love that guy too. I've been knowing him for a minute, and man, so happy for him. He's doing great things in the league, and sooner or later I'm gonna see him up over there. Yeah,
that's right. Does the name Yari Vantaja mean anything to you? Do you even know who that is?
You said what?
Yari Vantaja. I think that was his name.
I think they had the little poster behind our bench, did they?
He was the first Finnish player to ever play at Baylor. One of Scott Drew's early recruits, if memory serves me right. I think he's probably in his late 30s right now, but he was from Finland. Have you come across him at all?
I actually know. Say the name one
more
time.
Is it Yar? All right, let me show you how it's spelled. You pronounce it for me.
Oh. Jari Vantaja. Yeah, I know him.
Okay. You know Yari?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't know him personally, but I know he played here. And
was he the reason you came to Baylor?
No, just being honest.
Just kidding.
Just being honest.
I was put up to ask.
Sori Jari, mutta ei tosiaan ollut se. Ei ollut se syy, miksi mä tänne tuli. Had to let him know real quick, but man.
Yeah, well, it's funny because he was the first Finnish recruit, and you know, I think. Well, I won't say what I was about to say. All right, we got any more calls, Walker? We got one. Oh, yeah, let's bring him on.
All
Baylor
right,
Bigfoot.
Baylor Bigfoot on.
This could take us for a wild ride, Miro. Hey, what's up, Baylor Bigfoot?
Hello?
Yes. You're on with Ashley Hodge and Miro Little.
This is not Baylor Bigfoot.
Okay.
This is Billy Bob, Joe Jack.
Billy Bob, all right. All right.
Billy Bob, Joe Jack. My friends call me Cletus. So I just want to start out by saying what a beautiful team win. It just seemed like everybody brought their A game. Really proud of the whole squad. Y'all really coming together at the right time, which is typical for a Drew team. Perhaps most thrilling was that clutch game-winning tray that Austin Sachs hit there in the final seconds.
Right.
So really enjoyed that. By the way, Ashley, my nephew did try to get your autograph again tonight, but your security detail tased him, and it just seems like that's a little extreme using a taser on an 8-year-old. So
We have a restraining order out on him, so
encourage you not to have your people do that anymore. But it's okay. I convinced him he didn't need to go to the ER. Just go home and sleep it off.
We call it act right juice.
Anyway, I do have a question for Miro, and hopefully your rude producer won't hang up on me the second I ask it, like they've done every other time I've called in, because I might have a follow-up comment that's witty and clever and insightful. So, Miro, my question to you is, big adjustment, moving over from Finland to Texas, and so I was just kind of curious, a cuisine opinion on you. What do you think is better, Texas barbecue or whatever the hell people in Finland eat?
Y'all want me to be completely honest?
Of course.
Well, I'd tread lightly if I were you, but
Man, just being completely honest to all my Texas people,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
You like to finish
everything in Finland. I don't even know what I'm thinking about. I'm just thinking about even like a school food in Finland might be better sometimes. Because
you probably have a lot of fresh fish, right?
yeah, salmon in Finland is probably the best thing I ever had.
I bet.
It's really, really good.
The seafood's really good.
Yeah, we also have reindeer over there.
Okay.
Reindeer meat is something.
Yeah.
It's something that's really
Nice
I
and
really
lean.
enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you done the Northern Lights?
That's a fair answer.
I think so too. We had a little special stuff over there.
Yeah.
But if somebody, we have this thing called musta makkara. If somebody got that, I think they should Google it and try to see it, what it is. But that's one of the most interesting foods in Finland.
All right, you're gonna need to text me the name of that, and then I'll put it on the message board. We'll get a chat going on about that.
That's gonna be having people curling, but it's actually pretty good, and it's actually pretty good, and it's from the city that I'm from, originally.
Yeah.
So it's a big thing over there, and man.
Awesome. All right, is that it? Cletus is gone. What other? Do we have any calls, Walker? All right, I got a bunch of questions. A couple questions. We'll finish it out with some rapid fire questions.
Yep.
Where'd y'all get your positive energy from? Is that? I mean, you are an energy guy. Is that something you've always been, or is that something you've had to develop?
I feel like that's something I always had.
Yeah.
Just having a love for the game and just being excited with whatever basically happens on the court, and just.
Right.
If it's me, great. If it's my teammates, even better. Just enjoying in every moment. And just
we got to get a camera on you on that Austin Sachs 3. That was your reaction was amazing.
Man, that kid, Sachs, I love Sachs, man.
Yeah,
he awesome.
Yeah,
that's my guy.
Yep. All right. How often do you read the message board? You don't ever get on the message boards, do you?
No.
Okay. Yes, should Baylor hire a therapist to help players cope? I think you are all encouraged not to read the message boards, as you should.
I didn't know that
there are parents. There are parents on the message boards, so they probably get frustrated for you guys. And it's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
People get
understandable
too anxious when we lose, and they get too high when we win. All right, which parts of your game are you working on the most right now? Do you have anything that's been like? Since you've been at Baylor, you're like, okay, I really need to refine this year and, going into the summer next year.
I want to say just being more tighter with my ball handling and being more, having a better pace, if I want to say so. Like just learning how to pace myself a little bit better and just like to read. Just that's something that I got from Ray J a lot just because he has an elite pace. So just watching him play every day and just guarding him in practice and also playing against him I feel like it's gotten a lot better already than it was. But that's probably like my biggest next step. My shot feels really good right now, and
Chris Paul's slowing down, but he was really good at that. Like just like not being sped up, going fast at times, being slow at times. Yeah. That's definitely an art. What's the biggest culture shock adjustment since moving to the U.S.? I mean, you spent some time at Sunrise Christian, so you were in the U.S., but how is Texas different than?
Man, it's nice over here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like Texas. The food is a lot different.
Yeah,
I feel like just having healthier options that I'm used to having back home is you gotta be a little bit more careful what you eat and put into your body and actually like think about it. Because if you want to stay in great shape and
you have a favorite place to go to, like something quick.
This is crazy, but cafe toasted yolk.
Oh,
I don't know if anybody heard about that.
Oh, toasted yolk. I've heard about it. Yeah, like a breakfast restaurant.
Yeah, they got these super good French toast. They know. They probably know because I be ordering them from there every pretty much. But them French toast are good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I like those.
All right. What was it like playing with Markkanen? Anything he learned, or did you learn anything, or observe through your FIBA experience? We talked about your FIBA experience a little bit, but what was your biggest takeaway from FIBA this summer?
I want to say that I can play with whoever is on the court.
Right. Give you a confidence.
Yeah, it gave me a lot of confidence and understanding that I don't really have to overthink like too much and just go out there and learn how to like just play and understand that I'm really capable of doing the same things that people are doing and just guarding like going on the court and guarding Dennis Schroeder or Patty Mills or Josh Giddey or Dante Exum or whoever pops up over there. It's not like I feel like it's another guy to guard and just enjoying that moment at the same time, just playing against elite people and guys with good experience.
Yeah. I think I know your answer to this question, but do you think this team has what it takes to improve enough defensively to contend for a Final Four or a national championship?
I truly think so.
Yeah.
We did. We had a good defensive game today.
Yeah,
I feel like, and just that zone is really getting people. I feel like, and I really enjoy playing for this team, and I feel like everybody's buying in.
Yep,
really bought in into our like system, and it's going to get better every day.
Yeah. All right, this is first off, I want to say how impressed I am by your attitude. You always seem to have so much fun celebrating the team's success. What have you learned this year from Ray J, how he approaches the point guard position? Do you have to prepare yourself before each game, not knowing if you're going to get 1 minute or 15 minutes? And lastly, what were your thoughts when meeting Scott Drew for the first time? I know a lot of people are shocked or surprised at how happy and positive he is all the time.
Just learning from Ray J is like he's a fifth-year guy.
Yeah,
won MAC Player of the Year, won his conference. He's a winner at the end of the day. That guy, he really knows how to win, and he really knows how to compete also. And just him having all this college experience is really helpful for me because he can tell me the ins and outs. He's been telling me the in and outs, and just being a point guard and a leader.
Right.
Also is something that I learned about. I learned a lot about him, and he taught me. He's the one that I really look at for pace, like pacing myself, and because he knows when to go, when to not to, and he's gonna find an open man too. So
what's really impressive about him, and I hope I don't jinx him by saying this, but like I mean, it's rare when a guy's played. Now he's in his fifth year of college and never missed a game.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is absolutely crazy. Got to knock on wood after that.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, could you start on Baylor's club hockey team?
I could.
You play a little hockey?
Let me tell y'all something real quick. Let me tell y'all fellas something. People back home go laugh because some people have seen the footage.
Yeah.
But there's some footage actually of me being a hockey goalie.
Yeah.
In my school against school competition.
Is that your position? You're a goalie?
No. See, before that, I had never been to a hockey game. I used to go play like hockey a lot in a ring like next to the school, at the school or something. Like I can skate pretty good. But being a goalie, it was a whole new world, man. I was out there having like regular skates on. Like I had my friend's goalie gear, and at the end of the day, it ended up me just sitting on my knees over there and just trying to catch the puck at the end of the day. But I did my job. We made it to the semifinals and we got bronze, but it was all right.
Awesome.
I would truly try it again though. It was to be honest, it's kind of scary. I got a lot of respect for the goalies because that puck it's coming at you fast.
Yeah. All right, 2 questions. What was Drew's message to the team after Kansas, and what area has the team improved the most since the start of the season?
After Kansas, I feel like the turnovers is like a clear thing. Just cut the turnovers down and we win in that game. No problem. But the crazy thing is that, like, having 21 turnovers, 20 turnovers, and still being in the game, one possession game, getting 2 game-tying shots to go to overtime is like unheard of.
We would have won that game in overtime too. Juwan Harris was hurt.
It's like actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But that was just the message, and I feel like we really did. How many turnovers? We have 4 today.
5.
5.
That's what the box score said.
5.
Yeah, that's great.
But that's from 21 to 2, from 20 to 5 is
right.
I feel like the message went through, and we just gotta keep building on that.
Yeah, no doubt. Then improve since the start of the season. Is there anything come to mind?
From start of the season, I feel like the thing that I was talking about earlier, just understanding that our shot is not falling. Okay, we gotta guard a lot better.
Right.
We not
the little things.
The little things, just attention to details, just holding our screen, just finding the right pass. Just making sure we win the rebounding battles and making the one more pass to get the best shot there is possible.
Yeah, because one of those turnovers was a moving screen on Josh, right?
Yeah.
And then, we've been called for a lot of those, but only one today.
Yeah.
How does the Big 12 talent compare to international competition? Oh, you already
talked about it a little bit, but I want to just put on that feel like in Europe, every person can shoot. That's why probably playing at an international level, it's more of like every closeout you do got to be a hot closeout, like high hands every time, just really closing out hot.
A little more athleticism.
Yeah, but then athleticism over here is like out of the charts. Like people are a lot more faster, more shifty, and really like looking more for their own bucket than like making the right play.
Yeah.
And I want to say like that's probably a big thing that I could like the first thing that comes to my mind really.
Yeah, you move the ball really well. It doesn't. Bill Walton would say this sometimes when he was calling games. He was like, "You don't get paid by the dribble. Move the ball. Move the ball." All right, my sister-in-law is from Finland. Can you speak the language? Yes, you can. Obviously, what's the best part of Finland? Your favorite town? Your favorite Finnish food? What do you like about Waco? You've already kind of answered the Waco question. What's the best part of Finland?
Man, it's beautiful over there. Beautiful, clean, safe. There's really not a lot of things that you really got to worry about.
Right.
Catching the bus is probably the biggest thing you really got to worry about back home. Just being early in the bus stop.
Yeah.
Make sure that doesn't pass. But other than that, ain't a lot of stuff that you got to worry about in Finland.
And then what's your favorite Finnish food?
My actual favorite? That's a great question. That is a good cut. I would put like salmon, reindeer.
Okay.
My grandpa makes this like special dish. Some meat dish. I don't really know what it's called.
You're a protein guy. You like your protein.
Yeah. Reindeer's really good, like I said.
Has anyone on the team thought to adopt Jeremy Sohan's one-handed free throw style?
I don't think so. And Jeremy, he's special, but if at the end of the day you make your shot that way better, then I feel like that's what everybody should do. Like,
right.
If that's proven to be better options for you personally, 100% go with that choice.
All right, a couple more questions and we'll call it a day. In Finland, when a shooter gets hot, do you refer to the guy as wet?
No. Märkä. That's the word for wet. Märkä.
Märkä?
Märkä.
Okay.
But nah, we don't. I don't think we do
that. Does Miro consider himself a pure point guard like a Davion Mitchell, or more like a Jared Butler, a combo guard? And what can Miro learn from Langston Love regarding using size and strength and patience as a primary tool to penetrate? Yeah, I mean, particularly Langston's really good going right. You know?
He's a right hand warrior.
I know. We need to work on the left hand drives, but yeah, I mean, he's like Jared Butler was the same way. Jared loved to go right, and that was just he would find a way to score going right, even if defenses overplayed him. But answer those questions. Like, do you think you're more of a combo guard? Do you think you're more of a pure point?
I feel like I used to be a lot more pure point.
Yep.
But having a capability to play bigger, and I play bigger than I am.
Right.
And that's what I've been told, I guess. And,
you play physical. Yeah,
I play physical, so it's giving me a chance to play both, play more off the ball and just coming off screens. And I feel like it's a good chance, and just because I don't want to put myself in one box.
Yeah.
I feel like.
And I like you and Ray J, when you guys get switched on a big, you don't give that up easy.
Yeah.
You fight.
I think that's the most important thing, and just understanding that there's nothing. Just putting the one label on you, I don't feel like that's a good thing. I feel like you should, and if you just have the capability, physical, to play different positions.
Yeah.
I feel like that's great, and it teaches your other position also, stuff.
Yep. All right, one more question, and then that's it. We'll say thank you for doing this, and we'll call it a day. This feels like the first easy conference win we've had. Will practice be a little bit easier this week because of it? Or, how does the staff's mood vary after a win compared to a loss?
You can see a change. I'm going to be honest, but at the same time, when it's time to start scouting and start to lock in practice, it's pretty much every day the same thing.
Right.
Of course, the people going to be on a little bit more bigger of an edge if coming off a loss.
Right.
Like I was saying, coming off the KU loss, there's having 20 turnovers. We had a clear emphasis what we doing on and what we working on. But other than that, I feel like every day we approach the stuff the same way and approach the scout every time the same way. And because everybody knows there's no off days, there's no bye games at the Big 12. So just understanding you can't take a game off.
That's right. All right, let's get a win in Morgantown. Thank you, Miro. Appreciate you doing this.
Thank you.
You had some trouble finding it, but you persevered.
Appreciate you for
having
me.
You've been listening to a Sick'em 365 postgame podcast with Ashley Hodge and Miro Little, Sick'em Bears.